Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me today on this New Year's Eve day. So, first, checking my Facebook, see if we are going live. And we are going live. If for some reason, for sometimes my internet's in and out, and if the volume or something goes wrong, I promise to upload because I got several messages and texts yesterday because the audio went out after a few minutes. So if that happens, I will always redo the video and upload it again so you can watch it later. But today, because it's the last day of the year, I thought a good topic would be about reflection and how important that is in gathering your thoughts and reflecting either on a daily basis or weekly basis or as often as possible. And sometimes that's put together with meditation. That's not really the same thing, meditation. It's kind of similar. But I'm going to go over a few things because I've read several books and articles and self help things. And I think I reflect, I mean, too much sometimes. Sometimes every conversation, every day, I spend at least a few minutes reflecting on how I could have handled the conversation better, how I could have been more attentive, how if something didn't go well, a conversation didn't go well, or a coaching session. I always kind of review and reflect on that and how important that is. So first off, what is reflection? Basically, what reflection is it's a conscious, you take the time to make a conscious effort to review and to learn about yourself and how you're handling things and what you're doing. Basically, taking a pausing your day, not thinking about what needs to be done, going back about what happened, and some of the reasons why. And I wrote some notes down here, and I reread a few articles that I had saved on reflection. Is that some of the reasons why people don't reflect are these? And number one is they just don't understand the process. Sometimes you feel, because that's how I felt before researching this, is that you just went over your day. You're like, well, I did this, I did this, I did this. No, you don't understand the process. It's more along the lines of analyzing, like how you did, grading yourself, thinking about how you can do better, or where you are weak in the things that you're doing on a daily basis. And it really should be on a daily basis. Number two, some reasons why people don't reflect is they just don't like the process. They don't like to slow down. They don't like to take the time to do it because they're so busy. Most busy people, even some successful people that are so busy, they don't want to keep on moving forward. Don't want to look back. They don't want to look in the rearview mirror. They don't want to go see how they could have done something better. Or feel out where they're weak. So they don't like the process of even just reviewing what was done. It's like, kind of, if you have that feeling, or you're that type of person, what's in the past is in the past. Can't change that. Well, yes, you can. You can't change the past, but you could not repeat the same things or do better in the future. Number three is some people just don't like the result of going back. Like if you review and reflect on certain actions, certain relationships, your business transactions, your clients that you've had, you might not like to reflect because you don't want to know the answers, because you're like, wow, I am weak. Some people hate to see where they fault. Are you one of those people that just doesn't like to say, well, I'm great at everything? Well, you're not great at everything. There's always room for improvement, and some people just don't like to look back and say, how I could do better, how can a conversation be better. That's just an example. Also, and last is, most people just don't see the rate of return or an investment in the time. They're like, wow, if I spend a half hour, an hour a day just reflecting and analyzing what I did earlier that day, if you do it at the end of the day or the beginning of the day, what you did the day before, or even analyzing future things. Like an example, I've read articles and books on studies of if just taking the time in the morning, of people just taking the time to analyze, reflect, and how they're going to handle certain circumstances throughout the day, kind of like Example, I saw it was a special on bobsledding. I don't know why this is popping in my mind right now, but it was bobsledding and Olympic bobsledding, and they were talking to um, the guy who steers, the driver, the guy who pushes, the every single person in that bobsled has a job, and they sit there and analyze the track and go through it in their head before they hit the track. They're going through that. They know this left turn, right turn, quick right turn, left turn. They know everything that's going to happen, and they have it in their head before they even go do it. That's something that you could do every day to really be more productive every day. If you know what clients you're going to be with, if you know what calls you're going to be making, you could put in your mind exactly, how you're going to, what you're going to say, how you're going to say it, how you're going to react, things that you're going to ask for. You know what the goal is and which way you're going to go with your business and your relationships and your, even on a personal note, how you're going to handle things. I do that all of the time. I'm always, and of course, sometimes it doesn't go the way I want it to go, but at least I'm putting in my head what I want to accomplish, what things I want to say before I even say it. So that's my opinion is a way to reflect before you're already analyzing and learning from yourself, and maybe reflecting on conversations you've had with clients. I mean, this is an example of how you handle them and how to do better the next time. So, and then here's some ideas on what you can do to do better, to understand it. These are some questions you could ask yourself of why you're not reflecting. One is, what are you avoiding? Is there something that you're avoiding every day or consistently because you just don't want to think about it and you don't want to get better at it? You just want to make it go away. And especially in business, nothing goes away. Everything that you do business wise for your success is, it never goes away. It's in a file. If you have a relationship with someone, good or bad or just average, it happened. So you should be, what are you avoiding thinking about? What you could have done better, or where were you weak? Two, you think about how are you helping yourself every day to achieve your goals. What are you doing every day to achieve your goals? I think that's very important. A lot of agents don't do that because they don't want to know the answer, because they know at the end of the day, they're like, I didn't make as many prospecting calls, I didn't reach out to enough people, I didn't do all of the things that I wanted to do every day to succeed. So you got to remember, to remind yourself, what are you doing to help yourself each day? And then right after that, it's like number three is, what are you doing to hurt yourself? What are you doing? When you're reflecting, you're thinking about what am I doing to stop myself from getting to where I want to be? What am I doing each day that's getting in the way of doing the things that I should be doing? So that's another important question. Four is another good thing. It's like knowing what's most important, or an important thing that you should be doing each day that you like the least, that you hate to do, and analyzing that and then try to figure out why, because deep down it's important to do. You have to do it. You should be doing it, but you hate doing it, and analyzing and reflecting on why you're avoiding it, why you're not doing it, or why you're not doing it often enough. So that's important. And then last question to ask yourself is, how could you have been more effective in each situation that you're in? How could you have made it better? How can you have done better, or been more successful, or got more out of it, or got more rate of investment or rate of return on your time or energy that you did? That's a very important part of reflecting. So here are 5 things that you can do to help get that time and reflection, and book that time. One is, figure out, one, how you like to reflect. Some people write it down in a journal, have a journal. Some people just like to spend alone time in their office or their house, or have a particular room to go to, or do it in their car, or whatever, on their way to the office or on the way to an appointment. You have to figure out what process you like and consistently do that same process. So a journal is great. If you ever had a diary or a journal, that's all a great thing to do. I do that. I don't do that consistently, but I have lots of notes. Like I said in one of my videos, I have well over 1,000 notes in my phone of things that I'm thinking and doing, and want to do better, and notes of what I want to accomplish and what I did wrong. There's lots of notes, and on your iPhone, you could pull those up instantly. You could write, if you pull up, just write, type in the search of your notes. You could search anything that you've written. It'll pull up every note that has that word or that phrase in it. So it's really easy to, something that's free and it's right there. Number two, schedule the time to do it. You got to schedule the time to do it. Three is start small. You could just start with 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. Spend time and try to do it at the same time each day. Say, hey, every morning or every evening, I'm going to take 10 minutes to reflect, write down, analyze each thing that I did today and how I could have done it better. And four is just do it. You got to get it done. You got to do it, and got to do it consistently. Can't just do it once and do it again next month. It's something that you should consistently be doing. And last is you could ask for help. You could ask for help. You could talk to a colleague. You could talk to a friend. You could talk to your spouse. You could talk to me, any of our Century 21 HomeStar agents. It's part of my coaching. It kind of what I do on a weekly basis with dozens of agents. We reflect on what we did, what you accomplished, and what you did, and what you didn't accomplish that week. That's pretty much what we're doing in a coaching session is sitting down or really right on the phone, going over for 20 minutes, reflecting on what you accomplished for the week, what you should be doing better, what brainstorming on things that could be done better, or where you're weak, or what you should be doing, or ideas on how to do it better. That's a coaching session. I'm happy to do it. So any Century 21 HomeStar agent out there, of dozens of agents that I coach each week, I'm happy to be that weekly accountability, coaching, reflection partner for you and your business. Just reach out to me. I'm happy to do that. So that's it for today, the last day of the year. A little ideas and thoughts about reflection, because this is the time we sit down and reflect over our whole year of what we accomplished and didn't accomplish, and losses and gains. And I thought that was a good topic for today too. So that's it. Have a wonderful New Year's Eve under our circumstances of the pandemic. But remember, tomorrow, new beginning, a new start. Every year it's there. It happens all the time, no matter what happened to you. I know we have many agents that have had terrible losses and had hardships and struggles this year. And I've had many agents that have had great accomplishments too. So remember, tomorrow's a new start. And no matter what happened this year, and it's always a beautiful thing to know that there's a start, and you could springboard on what you did this year and to have 2021 be even better. So that's it for today. Have a great day and New Year's, and see you all next year. I know I'm the first person that said that to you this year. And tomorrow, I'm going to try to do a video tomorrow around noon. So look for my video tomorrow. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.